Hey, we're back at the top again today with yet another type to go back over. Back in week 41 on the road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, we looked at a very spooky type. It's been a long time since that video, but I did say go over every type to see what Sun and Moon improved or made worse about each type, while going over what I said to see if any of those ideas made any sense at all. With that, let's pretend it's Tuesday and go where no person has gone before to look at the Ghost type, the 17th type we looked at from over a year ago. We're late to celebrate Halloween, but I blame the calendar. It was on a Tuesday, and my big uploads are on Saturday. Get with the program, Mayans. Albeit the new Pokemon for the Ghost type weren't as late as I was. Let's jump into the new Pokemon, shall we? Unfortunately, for the second generation in a row, there were no mono Ghost type Pokemon added, but there were still many others we can get to, starting with, straight from Japan, Oricorio Sensu style, reminding me of Konohana Sakuya from the Persona series, the Palossand line showing us what that mouth do, dough! Mimikyu shows us what having a bad case of stage fright can make someone do, and Del Mize tells us to
go f*** yourself, San Diego.
Ah! As for the secondary Ghost types, we have Alolan Marowak, who I'm still waiting for a Parental Bond Mega Marowak. Decidueye lets us know that Oliver Queen will save this city. Lunala, being a mascot Pokemon, shows that it doesn't even matter when you can get destroyed 3 days from Sunday by using Dark and Ghost type attacks. And Marshadow wraps things up, but, it's banned already? Well, I guess I can't say anything about it. It's already in Ubers. Wow, there were so many new moves added for the Ghost type in Generation 7. Okay, so now let's take out all the Z moves. Wow, there weren't really any new moves added for the Ghost type in Generation 7. Sort of. Let's check out all the odd proportions here. If we disregard the Z moves Never Ending Nightmare, Sinister Arrow Raid, and Soul Stealing 7-Star Strike, now that's an alliteration, we have 4 new Ghost type moves. The main issue here is they are all signature moves. Something that I've noticed is most of the new stuff was only meant for the new Pokemon, giving nothing new to work with for the old Pokemon, which leads me to believe something, but that's for another video. Our first move is Shadow Bone, signature move of Alolan Marowak, an 85 base power move where the user attacks by beating the target with a bone that contains a spirit, possibly of its mother. It is Alolan Marowak, you know. This may also lower the target's defense stat. The second move is Spectral Thief, signature move of Marshadow, a 90 base power move where the user hides in the target's shadow, steals the target's stat boost, and then attacks! The third move is Spirit Shackle, signature move of Decidueye, an 80 base power move where the user attacks while simultaneously stitching the target's shadow to the ground to prevent the target from escaping. And our final move is Moongeist Beam, signature move of Lunala, a 100 base power move where the user emits a Sinister Ray to attack the target. This move can be used on the target regardless of its abilities. Next generation, I'm calling Collect. In past generations, old Pokemon got updates to gain existing or new abilities and moves. Like I said before, I am noticing a trend that gives all the new moves and abilities to newer Pokemon only, and that seems very suspicious. With that, let's check out all the changes. Gengar's only ability got changed from Levitate to Cursed Body, and Frostlass can now learn Wait, really? What? Could it not use it before? No, really, this is me actually surprised while I was typing this. Really? Wow. I just checked Cerebi, and yeah, Frostlass could not learn Will-O-Wisp until Generation 7. A Ghost type without Will-O-Wisp is just wrong. Do you remember that video that I made about the Ghost type at the end of October last year? Yeah, me neither. So then let's hit up said video and check to see if my predictions came true. We'll start off with my first prediction, where I hope to see more physically attacking ghosts. Let me check this list. Wow, this list is like the Energizer Bunny, because it just keeps going and going and going. Mimikyu, Del Mize, Alolan Marowak, Decidueye, Marshadow? Yo, that's 5. I was just asking for 1 or 2. That's insane! I don't think I've ever been this right with a prediction. Ever! You know, apparently, I went green and recycled things a lot. No, not recyclables. I mean topics. I seem to reuse the same types of predictions, and the Ghost type is no different. I asked for faster ghosts, and we did get one. Mimikyu. Marshadow is getting an honorable mention as, yes, it is fast, but it is in Ubers, like I mentioned before. 2 for 2, and we're looking like the best we've ever done in these recaps. And this is where everything hits a brick wall. I said that there's no big attack at all for the Ghost type. The strongest being Shadow Force, a 120 base power move, but it's a signature move of a legendary Pokemon. So what are the best non-legendary signature moves for the Ghost type? Well, you have Phantom Force, which is a 2-turn move, Shadow Ball and Shadow Claw at 90, 80, and 70 base power respectively. And unfortunately, Generation 7 didn't do too much to fix this. It added in a bunch of new moves, but the same problem rears its ugly head again. All of the new stuff went to the new Pokemon. I just hope it doesn't plague any of the other types remaining because wow, that's annoying to see. Anyway, how did the Ghost type stack up with the rest of the types we've covered so far? Let's go ahead and check the charts. And now we check the type chart to see if Generation 7 helped us cross off any unused type combination for the Ghost type. So, before Pokemon Sun and Moon came out, the Ghost type had not been paired with the Normal type, the Fighting type, the Rock type, the Psychic type, outside of Hoopa, the Dragon type, as well as Giratina, don't get on me for that pronunciation, and the Fairy type. We were able to deal one of these types away, and before anybody goes to the comments, I'm not counting Marshadow and Lunala here, as they go against what this chart stands for. Unique, non-legendary Pokemon that won't get insta-banned for being legendary. Anywho, that one type combination was with the Fairy type, as Mimikyu takes home the only gold for the Ghost type. Put, that's all the changes in the updates to the Ghost type. What changes do you like? What do you dislike? And what would you have changed? Am I too spooky for you? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, don't forget to show your support by dropping a like from the top and subscribing if you want to see more, because without your support, I'm going to get beat up by my alter ego again. Let me know what type you want to see next, as I, once again, am going through each type. With that, I want to thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we do what. Ah, man, it feels great not to get beaten up by that alter ego guy. Suck on that, man. Oh, yeah!